Hey everybody, I'm Catherine Endy, the family life coach, and I help parents of 2 to 10-year-olds feel calmer and more confident and more connected to their kids so that you can enjoy parenting and have more fun with your family. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to really know your child, how to really know who they are as a person. And the reason I want to talk about this is that so often we unconsciously, when we are not conscious of what we're doing and saying, we unconsciously project onto our children things that we wish we had had, identities that we relate to, we push onto them and project onto them, desires and interests that pertain to us and to our lives and maybe our lived experience, maybe even things that we'd hoped for in our own childhood that end up not being something they're interested in, not being part of their identity, not being really who they are. You see this come out a lot in things like little league games or soccer games or other activities like that, where you might see other parents getting really emotionally invested in what's going on the field. And if you're aware enough and checking in with yourself, you're like, whoa, that person really must have some strong feelings about baseball. And they're letting their feelings get in the way of their kid having a good time. And I want to remind you that the purpose of sports and activities when children are very young is for them to get to know themselves, for them to get to know what lights them up, what interests them, what are they good at, what sparks joy. And when we interfere by getting our own emotions in the way and getting upset with the coach or the umpire, we rob our children of the opportunity to get to know themselves. And it's also an opportunity when kids are engaged in these kinds of activities, it's an opportunity for us to get to know them. And not just in sports or ballet, but also just in life. When kids are engaged in something, we can bring some curiosity to the situation. We can bring openness, curiosity, and our own observations of what's going on without judgment, without putting our own emotions into it, but just observing, wow, it seems like you really love to play soccer, because I noticed that when you're on the soccer field, you're really super focused and you run your little heart out and you really want to collaborate with your teammates. And that helps your child to get to know themselves as you are making observations about what they are enjoying and what lights them up. And even if your child is a toddler and they're not engaged in these kinds of activities yet, you're always constantly observing them, right? Like you're observing your 2-year-old really going at it with the crayons, and they might really seem super focused when they're coloring, and you can observe in them, wow, it seems like when you're coloring, you are super focused and really into that. You really enjoy coloring. You really, and you don't even have to say you enjoy it. You can just make the observation. You get super focused when you're doing this. Or I notice that you get a big smile on your face when I put the music on. Wow, doesn't that feel good? What's that like for you? These are the kinds of questions that we can be asking our children to get to know them. And all children really want is to be seen and known for who they really are. So this is a simple thing that you can incorporate into day-to-day life as you are observing your child. Just state those observations in a neutral, non-judgmental way out loud. That helps them get to know themselves, helps you get to know them. If you're wrong, they'll correct you. So I encourage you to use this skill of observation to bring to your interactions with your child a stance of curiosity and openness so that you can get to know them. And the more they see your interest in who they really are, the more they will open themselves to you. And then as they get older, they will feel comfortable because they feel like their parents really know who they are. They really feel known and seen for who they really are as a person. So, using the skill of observation and curiosity is going to help with that. And I want to encourage you to give that a try this week and let me know how it goes. And as always, feel free to send me a question about parenting, about conscious discipline, and other things that you're wondering about. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.